legit showbiz, and we are going to talk about election 2024. Yeah, they about every year. I think say most of the time not many of our na studio. Analysis and presentation, and most of our analysis, it has really come to pass. It came to pass, and and there WOFA YAW or by Jenabo or Ahomai so or by church what really is CNT Emma NDC win to me a basso. And without wasting my time, let me go on the line, but don't forget to subscribe to the channel, don't forget to share, and don't forget also to leave a comment. Yeah, because we are sharing ideas. Wisdom is not given to one person. It's our collective effort that we come together and to me a try dream like development. It may take a place. Into without wasting my time, let me call on the NDC communication officer in the person of Honorable WOFA YAW, who is in New York. WOFA YAW, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, how are you doing, sir?
I'm good.
Yeah, wonderful. So I think there's a breaking news. We've all heard about, the results. Though we've not heard from the EC. Actually, they've spoken, but they've not given it out. But with the various parties, they put their numbers together, and the vice president has called the former president, the person of John Dramani Mahama, to congratulate him. I think he's a very peaceful man and he understands the game. But take us through the beginning, doing, and after. Your predictions all came true. It is or software and KBN a prophet in politics. I think that's I say I have to give it to you because you did an amazing job. You were not just criticizing, but you were putting things that the former president did and the current president was not able to do. And you put it on a scale of preference to be able to balance it. And our viewers had it right. Actually, the video that we did yesterday, it went viral. So give me your views on what is really happening.
Thank you very much.
Now my voice in Costa Rica.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Major also.
The president-elect, vice president and vice president-elect.
Okay.
Which is the incoming president. I told you from the beginning I started that they are the people that are going to be elected. And finally, yesterday, Ghanaians made it so, and it happened.
Okay.
His Excellency John Dramani Mahama and Professor Jena Okufo-Adjumani. Ghana Puatu Abanamika. So Metua Momu Boom, and you Abba, Noma Bayeden, Oma Begiris, Ghana and Abba Tuan Mekase, 7th Abatwa Ekotuino. And so it is going to be the second independence of Ghana.
Yeah.
It happens to Pepe. And Ra could be any line. I said Kumaji independence by the second one. Pepe. Because Ghana for the come any friend any of who and of the Kotu Abano and Ra. Come any of who.
Okay.
Anger and they were hungry and anger. There was anger at the same time.
Yeah.
So the thing, and some not ask how much, but not your mood can the 7th day,
okay.
Yeah, you Ghana for the peaceful here and Bata, yeah, you put it down. He said the other African countries may, yeah.
Okay.
And yes, I can hear about we are too no good at right from 2017.
Okay.
But you see a better here, the Kokomoti, they didn't buy.
Okay.
That's why I did not come on up. I know that Ghana for years.
Oh,
so
okay.
Okay, during which is the time of the election. Sorry, the police station.
Okay. Okay. Oh, now it's Zuza.
Zuza is the Zuza system.
Okay.
Zuza system. Which are around the country, the country also said the NDC is not going to get less than 175 MPs. Now NPP for they are not even going to get 101. They say maximum will be 100. And yes,
yeah, exactly what he said. That's what he said.
So they are 100 for more now. They are between 95 and 93 or 94. But the emphasis on climate that they were bringing hope to Ghana. They were bringing heaven. Actually, they were bringing heaven to Ghana. Ninyana is building castles in the air. We gave them the power, and they didn't even know their left and right concerning government. For the actual fact, what they have said, 2017, the paper said, no more what the governance is. Almost introducing, they were going to move from taxation to production. They will do taxes, but rather are going to go to production. With 41 taxes, with new taxes like COVID tax, e-levy, what we call a polar tax, emission levy, and I told you, said the only time they were left with was briefing tax. So after my market, president my parliament, it was briefing tax they were thinking about because implementing taxes are managed. Tax is the one made and from now, Kanyamedi and all the meet of the book, Yanano, who make a camera, a Kupado Jibao. And this is what they have done. They have completely neglected, deviated from the norm. As governors, they deviated from it and they were doing their own thing. Rather, they stick to stealing, looting from the public purse and breeding corruption. The plaster house was the seat of corruption, breeding of corruption from 2017, where you have to pay 20,000 before you can meet Akufo-Addo. You have to pay 20,000 before you can meet Bawumia, bribe if you are looking for a job or you are looking for a contract. All these were out. What kind of governance is this? You say you are coming to protect the public purse. They have opened the fire and taken everything out. Muhammad established a stabilization fund, sinking fund, exim fund, name them, rolling established get fund. Muhammad time and a sinking fund or $300 million and we use Kata Mobile, we COVID the buy, so they started fighting COVID. And Sana Yata Fanana, World Bank, IMF, they started my discussion from fighting COVID. And if can imagine say, I'm a visionary leader, oh yes, I'm the man to a friend of Buffett. Buffett means you put some money somewhere when you are in need, you go for it. It's like you having a bank. Like we live here, you have about 2 savings or 3. One is there for
okay.
2 na your daily operation.
Okay.
The same thing I'm here, visionary leader. And these are some of the things I can have on to go. Oil Zikana, no active, no, they are going to sinking farm. Say that is the best you can be a yama. So, Sano, yes, for Kabi to home. Mama, yes, I there. Before Kana or boy, you know that Cabino. And then a mature, and I'm a yes, can wait. You are not your good Jia, before Kana or Jatu Horo.
Okay.
So this is a man who thinks ahead, 10, 20 years ahead. And these are the type of leaders that we need for our country. And that is how America grows. That is how Japan grows. That is how Europe grows. All European leaders start doing where Muhammad and you know what years about.
Okay.
And no more money to Africa, we need people like that.
Okay.
Muhammad is like Kwame Nkrumah. It's like Nelson Mandela. It's like Leopold Sédar Senghor of Sierra Leone. With Senegal.
Like Thomas Sankara.
Modibo Keita of initial leaders. That is how Muhammad is. They were selfless people ready to serve their people. They were not greedy.
Okay.
They were not there to amass wealth for themselves. And we saw what he did. With the little of 120 with one oil first. In Yinapo 120 yen in Yinaka. Okay. Something oil Tika Oboro is about 50 billion. Plus the taxes he collected and all those things. So they come 90 something with Kufuor, they now they can 120.
Okay.
Mighty project. And then Ghana, because of Temna 3, the whole world, Opio do Temna 3, they are everything like JFK, everything like Ito, everything like Copenhagen, our airport. What you are here? Because it is something very nice and very attractive. They say me Coco de Bois, me do a airport, me say higher airport, and I tell you, Kuku, Nami Coco de Bois, maybe compared to Terminal 3. I'm sorry, we are airport. So Terminal 3 have distinguished himself, and who is the work of that person? John Dramani Mahama.
Okay.
And this is what we keep on telling them, and they have seen it. Somebody came 8 years, they have done nothing. Borrowed 700 and something.
647 billion.
120 from it, yeah. What's free my saying 600 and something, and they can only point you toilet and polytime. You could drag.
Yeah, in total was 767 billion. So once you reduce it by the 120 billion, then it drops it to 647 billion for 8 years.
Toilet polytime. Toilet only a mobile jar, and one of mobile control. They have nothing to show much in 8 years, Mahama and Atabel's government, they went for Eurobond of 3.5 billion. This government alone in 8 years have borrowed 13 billion from the Eurobond.
But don't you say inflation is part of it?
Huh?
Don't you think that inflation is part of it?
It's not inflation. I'm talking about the grave figure. It's not about inflation. And inflation because
no, I like the more than I understand you. What I'm trying to say is the money that 3.5 billion was used in those period, no, as compared to now, no, like everything has skyrocketed.
When we are talking about $billion, it's not about Ghana GDP.
Okay.
Yeah, they are talking about dollars that they borrow. Okay.
Okay.
So it's different from that. Yeah. When you are going for your dollars and you go for it, it's different. You don't attach that kind of inflation and stuff. 3.5 billion. These people have borrowed 13 billion in 8 years. What have they used the money for? You told us we're not going to borrow. You always go around and take money. You know, I work in Bank of Ghana with that kind of yabby. And then you came, you were borrowing like spray on a spray. Borrowing in a spray. I'm listening. And the people are saying you don't show up nothing. With Mahama only that. With Mahama got it. Ushka or Mutika or Maboro, any 3 oil first Mahama Diamo. Yeah, Mahama may have a 100 Makatro. And when you have a 200,000 barrels a day, you can't revenue way. They can't come Maboro now.
I think that there must be accountability.
Oma no mini nyina ti sem kwan of girlfriend and tables so am oil. Ye no no ti sem kwan. After the being koda or no contaminate oil no man jelly. You see, it was only scandal for 8 years.
Okay.
I told you this government have no achievement. It is stealing, looting from the public, and breeding of corruption. 3 things. That's it. Shenema almost commission last 2 minutes. Nagana Bongos. Say you free and quiet. What hot 1 year the committee? We don't even if they were brought to bring the whole of Europe or not the whole of Dubai together, we would vote against them. Because he can't and yes, I didn't know what they say. Muka project in Abuma and do Mahama, Terminal 3, and then Nimpa, the Mahabo expansion per mile. The other project in the swallow 2 Mahama projects swallow their project that they said they have done. Terminal 3 and the Mahabo. Takra, they have expansion from Franka. It is where is the money? Natikano way, Mukaya aspect of your Ghana. Natikano way.
Dread is making just say Ochiao, greetings from Dread, Ofi or Ghana, or say Ochiao, like what you say, you are doing a very good job. Latif, see Ochiao, and Kofi, as you say, or also Ochiao. Or when I say, I mean, they've watched your videos and they say authentically, you are doing a very, very good job.
Thank you so much.
If I met my video, I create a channel now. So who will be a man? Watch that account. And I'll say, okay, anyone who see, or the one who see.
Okay. And you know, so we just had your way now. Also, that now when they compare the Mahama yana, and you have form already. You are my formula. Mahama can no more 3 times a day. Or no buy one my formula. Mama once a day. Who sorry, I'm not going to do better. What's there? No, you know the other. I put what I buy you because of the idea to start the name Yama Utika and soon. If Ghanaian eat just 100 a day now, they don't eat 3 times a day. Mahama no eat 3 times a day. Also, bread. into about the end of the amount who bet the milk, back out to team 1 more, who buy after you are giving them kinker with pepper.
Okay.
The morning, afternoon, evening. How can they survive? And now, Ghana 44 poll, no, the country of the son of Ubayan. Until they went to the poll with anger and they were angry at the same time. And they formed any day,
any soldier.
Reflecting, that was the result they wanted to give them. They want to show themselves they don't need them.
Yo, thank you.
Enough.
Ojo war. Medase. WOFA YAW since you tap engineer Ojo war. Now, yentie friend saying the EC has not really come out to authentically, release the results or declare former president, former president Mahama as the newly elected president. But a year message way and about yentie.
Ghanaians at home and abroad have been sitting on tenterhooks, awaiting the outcome of the election. Let me say that the data from our own internal collation of the election results indicate that former President, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, has won the presidential election decisively. The NDC has also won the parliamentary election.
Okay, WOFA, Vice President Bawumia and Waba out. No, though, when you look at the tension in the country now, it's just unbelievable. So he being a good leader, a leader with a good example, or no step out, I can say he has conceded and also called the former president to congratulate him. What is your take on this?
Okay, thank you very much. To me, because the ocean and not any abandoned nothing tells you now. Woman, you also say it is possible. They were going to win. And they were, I don't know what they were, the EC was with. And we know in our election, with the men about Manasari and Siripo, they are always at the side of the incumbent or the ruling government. And they were waiting to do their own thing, where they could do and skirmish some kind of this is that, Befa declare Bawumia winner. And so, a point of pass the NDC we are ahead of them. We are blocking it now. Some staff ballot paper so that in Ghana for effort trauma is a Bahama number to a man come out to near the Bawumia because some staff ballot papers now they know Bawumia we. Omunko staff here you are blocking it now by the custody of our national organizer Yami Jakpa Boache Kofi Boache.
Yeah.
They were the people who were taking care of those kind of things. To make sure they are stop them, we have to win at the police station. It's exactly what we did. We make sure we stop them. They don't bring any papers that are not wanted to be stamped into the ballot paper. We prevented them. So that form the you have to sack them away. So you are prepared for them. You need to because they are in power. They lost the election in 2020. 2020 Ghana declaring results every time. They didn't see that. And the Demensa, one will say up to now, we didn't declare it. But to Bawumia, we say at the end of 4 years, you are about to declare or about to accept defeat. Other than the Demensa, you didn't cry, you didn't carry results. I'm going to so because plants are fire now, I'm in the fire. I'm at the edge of and I had a young to say, Mama, ever your president, because on Mahama said that your boss, Manatario, your president, Demensa, or two questions, they are all the same NPP carry cannot be remembered. So they don't like Mahama. Mahama said, no, baby, is one them. because Akufo-Addo the omuche or the bid of the Akufo-Addo and the NPP. It the idea be a record to be the way the demeanor and the work of the AC, especially for Manasari and Mami J-Mensa, they always speak as if NDC is Satan near what they are saying. Because or after now, on TV election by the aya, what to a year, or be when the results are easy.
Let me quickly interject so that you can continue because Senator Workers on to me make aside, you know, I think say she had a press conference like few hours ago, and according to her presentation during the press conference, no, Odonna Small can say the CI that has been laid. When I talk about the CI, I'm talking about the constitutional instrument that has been laid. No, it states categorically say the Electoral Commission should come out within 72 hours. That is the frame time to announce the results. But during the 2020 election, no, they were able to put the pieces together. So they were able to declare the winner in 48 hours. And Mami, yeah, we no send say oh can because maybe say tie for no hu say send me can second twa house ya na twa house kakra. And you know, according to Onono, they are still putting the pieces together. But maybe we can agree and we can also disagree. Say, I mean, say, say various polling stations, if they put the numbers together, now a call various units, no when pink slip, no near the idea. What is keeping because this is arithmetic and arithmetic, like what constituencies do say, you just have to put everything together, plus, and put the other side, plus, you get a number. And delay no, and then be a year but according to Onono, the delay no is constitutional right. And what I think that you can also agree with me, say, Sebi, you say, Obi Nuwa, Sebi, Sanibani winning also, Obeja Trakune. Into simply because I walk around Ponebia, say, Bia, and this never power. And I be a electoral commission, no, more appointing, that's a Biba saying, a quite be as no, Oba George Okakra say, like, I'm still working for you, but when maybe I'm no, don't you think, say, you could have done the same thing. Let's be truthful.
Okay, thank you very much. The fact is that and yet 72 hours and son of a declare at least you should speak for let us know what is going on.
And I'm so Wakasa, and I'm Wakasa.
3 or 4 hours ago, right?
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah.
They have nothing to say. Political parties never want results now. Why they will? Anything I hear so we're waiting for her. If you look at the time at the press conference, second one.
Okay.
So that is in campaign to occur for 72 hours answer.
Okay.
Or no one can say 48 within 48 hours of a declared result. You don't know what they want to do that. Okay. Why is it changing now? They're telling us 72 hours. You see, the fact is that some Americans are also that. Upon so now so better to acquire yes I declare results 3 times, 4 times, 7 times. But I 12 into a good job. It's not perplexed, it doesn't know what to do. Because all her plans are kind of 3 more NPP near boy and I come to almost be your own trade. And I told also. So I said, you know, to me by out, that's the only thing. I just 2 hours at maybe I thought also. So I said,
okay.
Because or no. Or the team Mahama, and
I don't know with my casa money. So I got any.
I know the woman, or Mahama, that's if you want to see Mahama. Or you know more about Masari, the same thing. When they speak, you can know from their demeanor and stuff, you can know. It's more they see Mahama the devil or the NDC as the dog to them.
Okay.
One party now, and you better and one of them and more power. Meanwhile, they came, they didn't do what they are supposed to do. They rather do the opposite, tolling everything. Or say you are gonna be more. I'm going to talk to you.
Yo, me that say. Now, wait, I think say now I was listening to interview so Jakpa or Grant here. Do you know say Jakpa is an ex-military officer? Do you know that?
Yes, I'm aware.
Okay, so according to Jakpa, no, or say what they did, me say, Kumasi, Ashanti region, no. Like most people did not come and vote. One or agree because Akwe BBT say Obi I'm all promise for 7 years and nothing is done. 7.5 years, nothing is done. You know, entering into the 8th year, no, sa time no person ombeye road we famao. No one say Nibakrono it's just settings and I say scam. And you're number one. And number two, no, so no. Jakwaso believe you say, sir, Asante region numbers are no money previously, no. Or no believe you say any true. They were ghost names. They said the NSS, National Security, National Secretariat Service issue no eba no. Because in reality, no, there were people on the ground meeting them boot for boot. They were monitoring every movement. Biana a year NPP for you know. And you know, the access of maybe the ghost names, certain numbers coming in, you know, they couldn't get that chance, number one. And number two, no, some people were fed up and they thought, say, wouldn't be young uncle too. And you know, you see, you can go to a polling station, it will take you 1 minute to 2 minutes. One can still vote that no. But first, no, because the people feel so, oh, Asante region, and one day or more World Bank, that's where they have the numbers. So people were not monitoring, people were not checking. But at this time now, former police inspector Kofi Boache, any Jakpa, Echo now they were monitoring, were checking all the movement. You know, it became very difficult. So Bia Emfata, and some of them not to say we are going to sabotage you. And also know what is your take about say the security apparatus put you because Jakwasi on whom the reason why I say what Kukumasi we have military officers. Why do you have to bring military officers from Accra to cross border line to come to Kumasi and send people from Kumasi to go to Accra? Does it really make sense as an educated person?
Okay, thank you very much. With now see on my it's about the whole thing is centered on
said the numbers now in Kashanti region it make no they believe say they were inflating it during the past election because it's Adun say
they believe that they were inflating it, right? That is what the thing we know about them. And most of the time we had it right when we saw in 2020 when they dumped some people in somebody's behind somebody's house and dump it and stuff like that. So we know that they do normally do kind of dubious things by making sure they print some stuff and then stock it into the ballot paper and then let it to be counted. It is something they do because on several occasions we have seen them. We have seen videos.
Okay, hold on. LAMIN was so or no super my contribution hold on. Honorable LAMIN. I salute you, sir. Me say what fire o prediction no fire prediction in na but whether my memo 5 minutes na faka bibi to us into my catch of I say hold on. What fire honorable LAMIN so chiao. Not to aba. Mekai. Yeah.
Election in the among four and among Akobani see. Because me and Metina way and I make a say. So who see me? You will move Matthew. You will mention efficacy. Inti say Bakakrana me a bit market.
Sanity, yes, sir. Let's say about Americans and is here American for an answer. Into what's all Kumasi the way Santini.
Yeah, and then I make an inti Asante for actually say, and no we now no much.
Sir.
What about what we? I'm a much less say, Yamian, no we now no much. And more few of our break. 18 years, me who MP and to the DIA tomorrow.
Wow.
System a chum. Chum into a dear Mahama Abayama Minia. May Shannon Coin say, some of cars obey.
Oba on ye. Own deliver.
Because this one, a big boy,
yeah.
A big picture NDC, come and up.
Yeah.
And Obia when we are Ghana Sikadiano. Only a crony age, what is Canaba, Ebia, you're the better.
Yeah.
What first kind of money a quacho? You could just kind of send it to say, Cecilia, the pound, $40-something million, I want empire, I want to see near Chiwa. That's kind of a year. It was said, which you no bed, no way, when you are size canon.
Sir,
you man away, and a year then on your son, Faswa, and Fasana Soba, $1. It's also that means cases, so all the ministers.
Yeah.
Obia $100 in their houses.
Yeah. And there must be accountability.
And there must be accountability. The house of for say one day two sashike for a January. Obia, Robert Tabiano, Shasi, Ekin Kangai.
Sir.
Inti our sister say, Muhammadin Kunimono, NDC Kunimono, among two or more. Fine, I will sell more money.
Yes.
But, they should take their time.
But when him say, Edum Ribia, sometimes when you have victory, and now, so when you end up forget, let me forget about it. And internet penny for Sasembisia, Omofa penny paper, no matter what they are to into whatever goes on. Because I'll be kind say, Obi, repeat, yes. It's unprecedented.
Unprecedented, monumental stealing. Monumental stealing.
Yeah.
Because what we add the Busia, they are almost Ghana Busia 760 something. You have nothing to show for it.
Yeah.
It's a wow statue. What cost you a
wow.
Yes.
Wow.
B with a billion.
Yeah.
And like I said, well, no, Sika Amadi outside the Lulu. Don't forget about what we revenue Ayadi or Ghana.
Yeah.
Revenue Ayadi or Ghana. Say, who account here? Oh, them level.
Yeah.
Them level, he.
Yeah.
And then them level, he.
Yeah.
Accountability, any.
Exactly.
Obia would see me be a name, million more Santi region. NDC asserted record.
Yeah.
Record now asserted.
Yeah.
24 asserted record.
Yeah.
And medium percent of bomb about to say.
Yes.
24 and then you mean.
No correct. Eko promotino
ha. It was a bra bomua.
Yes.
You know what I said. David. Omonia. Let's be no much crana. You inform a buying account to me.
Yeah.
Bawumia account to me.
Yeah.
Into also that. How can you win such an election?
Yeah. Yeah. So titinidia, and Quebecers oh me asantini, it doesn't matter asanti. But I think say and then it doesn't work that anymore. And our fire can you know. Yeah. No, any hobby mumpo. Say any hobby.
Yet I didn't know that so interest I didn't know that so. And also the second day would you have also analysis be a change from the facet of administration, security, economy, living standard. What can I say some time ago?
Yeah.
Now what have we done so far?
Yeah.
And then in terms of promises, NPP and here
yeah.
I can't pay 1 month a year election.
Yeah.
What could be a street, sir, which I know.
Yeah.
I can't 1 month. Who can say the catcher say, on the years, a 1 month, they will come out and be doing project.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Free SHS are way, young classes free SHS, and you. But I don't know what's saying.
Yeah.
Because I could have a free SHS when you're baby. I could have a free SHS when your class are you're conducive for studying. And I could also say, but money is Giania when you're a Papa Eddie.
Yeah.
For a Giania Apro, and more as say every India. They are better Ghana for the Ama. A good say, you see, or more would be a crack assay.
Yeah.
How can you win an election with this?
Yeah.
Intermediate accountability.
Yeah.
Muhammad, you're the bar. Young cast a father for all, no chemu.
Yeah.
Father for all, no chemu.
Yeah.
Father for those who are truthful.
Yeah.
Father for those who are not stealing money.
Yes.
And then your way of that father.
Yes.
But Senanapra I was saying, you have to account for it.
Yes.
Because for as they say, well, here, the area of the cost.
Yeah. Me that's it. Me that's it.
They have done so well to the extent that everybody is looking at Ghana to be the epitome of democracy in the West African sub-region.
Yes.
Because we have been able to contain ourselves for 8 years. We were so tightened up that even the military, I salute them.
Yeah.
Because what had happened to them is more than what happened before Rawlings came in for the coup that happened.
Yeah.
Because me saying, said you Monkada, you Ebusia Ghana, the Maniska.
Yeah.
No project Amir. What I did now, the next day, I didn't cost. What I didn't China, the next day, Nibono cost. Inti, say no person me anything.
Yeah, Matthias.
Dollar, say dollar, bear 17.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah. It's only about wait, wrap up, no hold on, my minute, I mean, call for fire also. Not of your son.
Fire me power chow. Fire so only NDC penny for air, Casakacho was said, and you might pee or banner, I was so good come.
What am I telling you? Can we?
I know P, and the first one said, much I by Ghana independence, me, Mahama, Makaso, be on privacy, me and find independent.
Sir.
Me, first, be uncle to be.
Yeah.
Here, they send your chrome hand,
yeah.
I buy a member out to know I can say happy independence to Amina.
Yeah.
Not so barbecue. I wouldn't really know my barbecue.
So that we can save some money.
The United Nations Aframo, nothing America say by United Nations. Mama, my friend is saying we're representative empire. Then Zeska.
Yeah.
Then Zeska fruit lay and Mahanum and the cover of my representative empire United Nations. You better Buska. You're talking me and sir. Your friend is saying Galam say, among me illegal money. Mama, the first 100 days, ban all galamsey and mining until Ghana and Sio Aya high, because you have already won and you have only 4 years. There's nothing you can do after the 4 years. You say House of say Obia, the near Frakacho said, you be shaky, I know it's your boss.
Yeah.
It said Muhammad Tibiya Sadia now 24-hour economy or kai or more mojuma a farmina a companies now we're show Mekina, Senabaya on the Babwana and Mamu and Ejuma Aya.
May that say,
and then he will go into the annals of history as one of the best comebacks.
Thank you.
And lastly, the Paucho.
Okay.
Nana is the worst president ever in the
history. Only what fire, you know, I'm not doing the same idea, and I said, yeah.
Daddy said, I've gone through 1992 up to today.
Yeah.
Intimate, I didn't mean America. And yet, in Quadra Mutua, better to say, it's not Rollins. I said, Daddy, yeah, we were Rollins boomers.
Yeah.
Rollins by me, teenagers. Inti I didn't see you from Rollins and Presso ever grew this time. Yeah, obviously we grew in it, and then yes, we about what I won't quada. So we know. Inti Yanu Obin Meka say, oh, and NDC, there be name it because I be in America, and my eyes are my oracles, and whatever I see is what I'm going to say.
Yes.
Thank you.
Martin, may I say, Honorable LAMIN Mohammed and no presentation, no, and he's a concerned citizen. He does not belong to any. Oh, but what I want to watch it. What I want to watch it like me laba with Chelsea here, no. Hey, what I think that what I mean, you are so powerful. Yeah, but when him say, LAMIN, to tell the truth, no. Me know of our program for the past, I think 2.5 months, and everything what I can and I once last time I know your program be a okay, no. I think say Bianca more prophet, believe me, say in can start charging go fusika. I'm telling you.
That program, no, I mean, yeah, or we use that program, no free,
Edin Crown, yes. Oh, yes, I'm into that. I know, yeah, and into a program for Edin Crown, and yeah. You're munching.
That's a but what you need to say, I'm one time near about to then
yeah. Yeah, I think that me who Papa na obo ni din no me hwe ni Facebook post no can say oh say NDC winning nti omo winning dia omo ye Messi schools dan and 3 and ya and I'm saying I mean nipa we na nyatwum. When you were sitting on a crowd radio shows, you were talking, say, Bawumia can call you today for you to go and take position. It's like you are who America has saying you don't appreciate what this country is doing for you. We are all working, and trust me, say we are good. LAMIN, you are good. WOFA YAW is good. Obi oye lazy, e wo krom ha say, and obeka say krom ha nye into person kope political position e wa Ghana. If you work hard, you will never even think about it because the structures that have been put in place, it's just unbelievable. And once you work, you get paid. Uko sua unye jumaye. Enti me fisa no. Enti no honorable LAMIN. And was be brave say what do contribution e di aba. Yo, over yaw. Yo. Enti no honorable LAMIN na obey the contribution no. Enti so I think say ne wo kan ni nyina I think say why say we prophet? Why is a prophet? Honorable LAMIN so by no. Ya wo kan pepe no so no. Wa ba be kan adiafo awo no. Yo, no. Ma yenkoso nti they say wo hwe seats who project here na. What we say? No say NDC can get maybe 2/3 of the total, parliamentarian seats. Can you believe that?
Yeah. Nyema me predicting it and it's a make a set out of the concept. So who say akoye say o minor government oman bomb money. Ena omama ahutre koda na na bebrete ni amani nko na ba.
Oman mu.
So oman. Ahutre wo ho ile taxes the taxes you use some taxes. Yes, I know Mama introduced new taxes, but what can be used than betting tax? What can be used than COVID levy? What can be used than emission levy? What can be used than e-levy? So, and all these taxes are not.
And the subsidy and the government, they must say, so which card they call Ghana.
Yeah, the year you are, we didn't have the good to our charging those cases now. Okay, now you are crippling businesses, and now when you can say most of the businesses Africa, Cote d'Ivoire, Libya, Omuye from Medina, no more Ghana, Omo Nestor, Omo Cote d'Ivoire. So, and there is another company like that. They all move to Cote d'Ivoire because taxes near the year too much for them. They can't do it and work and get profit. We are to go establish a company for profit, right?
Yeah.
Profit venture. It would be an profit. There's no need for it to close it down or take it away.
Okay.
Most of our company on we big then I very big. Because of taxes now.
Okay.
They are able to get it now. And with all that we are saying, it's just that the government have not performed. One year there. And they keep on keeping blame on government. Take over so many years. Every day keep on blaming some issues based on sending it to that government or not yet.
Okay.
Mahama left them a resilient economy. Resilient economy means what? He has done give you something. Surplus, there is buffer, there is surplus and stuff that if you need, you can rely on to be able to govern. What did we do? Everything has been stolen and taken away. So, that's just a Ghana person now. I'm going to be a good with your new Jew. Once I'm going to the economy in new photo. It is a reason why I am market to reflect it.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to say when the fundamentals.
That's how weak your exchange rate will expose you.
Fundamentals will never be weak.
Yeah, that's correct.
So why do they have to keep you there? You can give them, you can use them with money. But now, before no Ghana for no matter what. But I know some more, I'm going to get your best way because someone who tell you want to buy their conscience, you want to buy their intelligence, or which they won't allow you to do that. I think I mean, someone I wouldn't get there, so they guys to tell you, I know that some of what you have for. Now, we let's say, one way be an airplane, 1 year, but 1 year, you're up our bread, the area out is 200 years to because I mean, you are going to moderate my life because when you have a shame for something you enjoy. Kind of poor person, you money now. I don't know if I buy with a yard, buying the book, number one for the children, and I will go to be a soon, when you post soon, soon, middlemen, any young men, a soon, and Mama, a soon, will be a soon, or kind. We call this government, wow, policy, you know, their back, and my. A man of the conquer and walk. Now, boom, come the party, they are massive. Pass it down for their generation, if you get some more. And yes, so good.
My voice in Costa Rica.
Okay. Yes, so is it okay?
Yeah.
About waiting my Juma, Ama, I create a Juma, my youth, and I get the now, is it the generation yet? I'm born, they blew up some of the band, every man or no more for man. Ghana ported. A comma who got the amount your mom 100 instead of 3 times under Mahama. And you will a libre, or maybe a yaw, and a web.
Yo, me that say. And to watch a MPs are more so musit no near and him like one more so musita a shock over. We talk about Katie Hammond.
This government will be anyone only to the speaker shocking because I know and I had a confidence.
No, I'm talking about their posture, the way they talk, the way they present themselves.
Oh, okay, thank you. Our Kumsen is one of them.
Oh, how are Kumsen?
Otula was one of them. The way they talk, they don't talk nice to people at all. They are too arrogant. Our Kumsen short people.
So there's difference between confidence and arrogance.
He shot somebody in 2020. He shot somebody in 2024. Again, killing the person. Now for your opponent, you know.
Yeah.
When you find the bodyguard or the small boys of
wow.
Wow. And I will also 2020.
Yeah.
It's in the Omono, thank for pulling when you have time of Maximat. It's me also to treat it 2020 now. May have had some Muntuna or my this time I got a problem. And it's not. The two men are TK Hammond to your back. I mean, because I know who the
I think a Katie Hammond.
Katie Hammond America. And I jump to the same thing. Because on into to your journey, I have time. So, most of them are the NPP candidates. So, journey, I have cash of woman to conform to the ground. And I got a force why your magic said, Sabay, your mom bomb on the 20 years. The parliament, you know, share at the presidential president, Mama, we go back here to NDC candidate.
Okay.
So,
okay. And you know, what is your advice? What is your advice for the incoming MPs? Because they be a point in place what you are saying. Say, Akonyana what transno, Ubia transda, and Akonyana what transno is not permanent. And based on your submission, you know, a year being arrogant, and I say being a journal, and knowing a man and Kofa can say they are not going to fight you, but they are going to use Omuko Kromoti, and they kick you out. It you know, as Nimpa, so ma advice say motivational speaker. If you try and ma MPs na omoban, because remember say years back, NPP we more parliamentarian seat, na NDC one less. And the table not attending. So what is your advice for your own party men?
Yeah. In 2016 they had 169. And NDC had about 100 or 100 or something. And you know, that they have majority power 169. And then I have 186. And you know, the advice America told me say when the people vote for you, when they give you their mandate now, they expect you to come and serve them. And they not that time now people arrogant, being arrogant to them. No. Rather, you are there to serve the people. Yeah, when you are a politician, you are the people, you are there to serve them.
Yeah.
You are not there to be a boss, but then master of Debbie. You have to mellow. If you are for a plan of the bounty, try and have time and listen to them.
Yeah.
And then talk to them nicely and stuff. But these people is like, you know, we NPP, you know, if you mind you cry. Even within the NPP cry, some of their people, they don't care about them. Meanwhile, it shouldn't be so. You are there to serve the people. And it's the people that gave you the money. I'm going to end also in a point, now it's 7 years because a government and one is politicians. Yeah, there are some politics in your papa big to a not even the generation yet are born. There are other things for them to make life affordable and easy for the good for your people. You are not to mistreat them and do anything against them because they are not your red tribal. No, you have to take everybody, bring everybody on board and support them with whatever ideas and stuff like that. And if we don't do it like that, it will be like you are created from the north. And the people will see you as a societal outcast. And when the time like that comes, that's when they vote against you because the societal outcast, they want you to go away, flash you out like toilet from the system. And it's exactly what they did to most of them. The arrogant one, have you seen them? Are they going back to parliament?
No.
They are not, because the people have judged them. Who are community, even a little boy in that community looks after you, make sure they see you, and then do what do you call it? Something good from you. And that is why you have to lead exemplary life. Leadership by example.
Okay. Yo, over me that's a your submission. But do you also think, say, like internally, no, NPP for they did hurt themselves. Talking about a coin I want to me, I fast Sonic and Japan, a year doing their primary. A coin fast Sonic and Japan, a kasaya, the threat, our threat, you know, Vice President Mahmoud Bawumia coin fast Sonic and Japan, kasaya, a coin can Japan fast Sonic kasaya, send can Japan, a year. Akufo-Addo ekwana Akufo-Addo who can Japan na we muna ne no. Do you think that internal fight also have something to do negative on Sahara resource way, which I think say it can be so if it can be so never NDC so advice being also the NDC.
Okay, thank you very much. Those internal wrangling they everywhere. They happen in every political party. And what happened between them is that when they were struggling for who should lead the party, that was when they were all this. Though I may say it might have affected, but that is not the case. That didn't play a very major role. The major role is that Ghanaians have seen them as people who are failing. They are not able to execute their mandate. Things that they are so also, Papa, buy for presidential candidate. That was near the start with $1 billion. Can you imagine?
Yeah.
And Ghanaians, we have not seen all this thing. How do you want them to go and vote for it? It is possible. What is possible?
Yeah.
They are telling people that they are stupid. That it is possible. No, because why we are educating now for a call, Paulo put down friend who Bawumia is all resign. And so when you have control, we are parliamentary presidential candidate. You can go to Obama. That's a we are become more Paulo put down here. You know what $1 billion can? Also,
yeah.
And then yes, you may provide school, hospital beds, hospital now for bed in the way. Oh, some incubators now.
Okay.
$12 million is the number of incubators that they provided.
Okay.
Everything is like. Or they are not too tough for you to almost woman to a year now. Your point, have you seen it?
Yeah.
The parties are all you two are not what you move around. And yes, back on the boy. When you discover to talk about with now, Emma Ruth, Paulo, you for 1 million. Other projects in Kopo for school quality, and your move and a trap for me so much as basic schools in some of the village. Who calls that to put that name? Your bottom name, but still calling at the boy work and that. Quality from no, the water no more. Now what you need is $12 million. So why a pound with that $1 crown for Ticano way. Such a people now the country it is possible because they are Jimmy Chino, you have a to Obama, it is possible. Even though it is possible to put their normal crime, someone people. Moon already said you people no more bomb. Because now for Chronomoya from Kona Muaben. Mundiama Maya at a Chronona mobile. And you will catch a Chronona body that you got a boy and your brand it is possible. The best answer laugh for 2 amount.
I don't think so.
I don't know much about your. Or much almost said your movie and they are not stupid. Especially big person, spokesperson. Miracabwadi. And then you tomorrow I'm going to say,
so I mean, I think that
when we want to know that the thing is black.
Yeah, he's just trying to be politically correct.
People are all lying. They are just bunch of lying and thieves and criminals. We cannot be there suffering for you to be taking our tax money and sharing and stuff. Then you come and we are fooling us. We throw you out. It's exactly what they did. Also,
yeah.
I'm saying that the case, you know.
Mommy, so okay. And you know, maybe mommy, our final presentation, why, my final presentation?
I think you are better 30 minutes, right?
Yeah, oh yeah.
The final presentation is also got like the election after I said everything about it, you know. Before effort to abandon with anger, abubu, and form ediomu. Because in Kopono, Aban we are that down.
Okay.
And that down by some of the guys now from the baby, one village, one dam, 2 dam, continue and that's minimum to move. For 1 million per constituency. Constituency get you $100,000.
Okay.
Let's alone say 500,000 $1 million people. And Kaubia $8 million. If you are in in the constituency,
okay.
Almost 1 village, 1 factory. Almost factory, yeah. Factory, NDC that there is 7 states and 6 states, you know. Getting 200,000 man here to flag a bomb.
Okay.
That's a poor we need now. And you will have a baby dad and not be there for that. That is an okay. And I name of pay, you know, be able to come on your case. Standard and Prono and the real amount of Japo and to set the boom party. You can imagine that the other part. Esika good party and they go can operate them way.
Yeah.
You call attach your them way.
Yeah.
Ministry now. You can't get one.
Yeah.
Can you imagine? I can go Bawumia and say about need to talk cast and bat I can see it at the end of saying.
Yeah.
You can't one of my baby and galantis, Gamma and Cabetes as well in a bobo in that way in a 500 Cabetes.
Yeah.
You have to go with your Cabeta was Cabayaki. Most of them think confirm to go back in and then Cabeta going after by as you go in, they come out and I never wali. And the Yamana, the big capital mechanic, but with a deceptive government that done thrown in control of the mind. And on by so no one baby, or my baby, I began a poor, they come with Diom, or my command the art, the Amana, but the Yamama, your mind is so much, and only the minor connected 20. I 20 years to research. So Mahama is the only book. Mahama is the Atropan, who has one year so that was about your corrupt yard. When we don't have corrupt from Wankata. And all the omni, now they were comparing Mahama and Afuquad.
Yeah.
Among who said Mahama and Afuquad, Mahama corrupt, or a from boy, a project, among the Afuquad or from Wankata. In the best words, they are no PS Wako, because Mahama now can't is rather a state. About corruption, Mahama is saying, who now here from because Niama Wai are very proud plating from 530 to 1.2, $800 million. We now for judge out there, I was misled. One misled, one, I clear no judge, I could say, Gabriel, that was a black no control. And they have your mind, family and friends, and no matter your property in Aja or mine, and some at all. The Ghana Quad grow, that is so trouble, Trenia.
They want
to be free. And they will see that the only person, the only hope for Ghana, for Ghanaians, the youth, and the whole country is John Dramani Mahama, who is ready to rescue us and take us to the promised land. Why Bida and Obeko Twaye. He did Juma Waye Kakra de my 3 years, so many 3 years, 4 months, more than a week 8 years through 8 years in Yama. 3 years, 4 years, and Mahama, we go 100 years, they can't do it in half. And I got for the after 3 years, and who the Mahama is a good person to lead. Osoro na akọ gyina CPA no say Mahama ono be hand over to me.
Me da say.
Ene Ghana for to amana Mahama okay a katre on katre the 70 ba on ade ode ayi no be ma Bawumia na yen say de be ko.
Me da say. Me da say. Yo WOFA YAW on yete ne nka no. WOFA YAW. Ena yete ne nka no ono na ochre na adwen ewo NDC omo victory omo nyaaye. I think say he makes so many predictions, and all the predictions no ninyina no ebemu. Yeah, inti WOFA YAW ena yete ne nka no. Yo, inti no etiefo as I say yebeye video ina the Electoral Commission led by their commissioner Jim Mensah waba out Abeka say with the CI. When you talk about CI now, it means the constitutional instrument. Normally, you lay the CI in Parliament, and when it's approved, and only becomes the law. It means the constitutional instrument, and no give the chance to say election. They have up to 72 hours to declare the winner. Until they are still within the mandate of the 72 hours. But in the year 2020, they were able to work so fast to the point that they were able to declare it in the next 48 hours. So we are just hoping, because it's just a matter over there, they are just putting the numbers together, because all the numbers has been added up in the various polling stations. It has been sent to the various, collation centers, and they will send it to the main headquarters where they will present it to the public. It's a system, and it's moving from one point to the next point to the next point. Everybody should be rest assured. But the good thing, they say, Vice President Mahmoud Bawumia has been so dynamic, he's been so great, being able to come out, because based on their data, or tracking, and based on the data, NDC tracking, then it shows say, Mahama winning the presidency. He called former President Mahama and congratulated him, and also came to the media and just gave some few vibes. That is politics. I'm telling you, politicians, they are always friends. Politicians, they are brothers. Politicians, they are sisters. So if you, as an outsider, if you go and follow politicians, you tend to be a third person. Because no matter what they go through, no matter what goes through during the campaign time, when the time comes for them to go, they'll go and sit, eat and drink and dance and play golf together. It's good for you to, exercise with me as, on minor impact, which is okay, but don't take it for granted. Never take it for granted. Politicians, they are all one. They are all from the same mother, but from a different, from a different womb. Figures these are the figures various parties NDC put it together, and this is authentic because these are the pink slips that were given to their polling agents. And sending the core into it's numbers that have been satisfied and given to the the officers of the Electoral Commission, and they are also sending it to the national level. And when you look at the 16 regions now, this is how it stands. And say Kevin Taylor platform, you can get this information on also Kevin Taylor's platform. Upper West region, they have 11 seats. NDC were able to sweep all the 11 seats. When you go to Upper East, it has 15 seats. NDC were able to sweep all the 15 seats. You go to OT region. OT region have 9 parliamentarian seats. NDC were able to sweep all the 9 seats. Go to Volta region. Volta region have 18 parliamentarian seats. NDC won all the 18 seats. Bono East, they have 11 seats, or more 11 seats. NDC have 10 parliamentarian seats. Oko Bono, they have 12 seats. NDC had 11 seats. Oko Ahafo, For they have 6 parliamentarian seats. NDC had 5 seats. Greater Accra, NDC were able to sweep almost about 30 seats, but the total seat no 34. It means they lost only 4 seats when it comes to Greater Accra. When you go to Central, so in Central region, Mfante, and equal Central region, sir, oye seat or one, oye edunu ibasa, onza won't Mfante. Me country need the wote, make up from the wote. They say I come Mfante, no one's a won't Mfante. I'm the ashe with you know. Equal Central regional seat or one, oye edunu ibasa, oye NDC for wonya nkokru du awotwe. No lecture there, oye Central NDC for wolusu oye only seat nkokru enum ekor ebien ebasa anan enum seat enum anyway then wolusi ewo ho. Ena meka ekonkana Greater Accra kote gadenche ye mi chaka je gadenche gamashi eni bukon banku yo gafen seat ni eyo ga ekume 34 shi NDC amena seat ekume 30 amenye na me wini 4 seat pe nto aka shi NDC ame bomodin denche ame chu ni chumo ehu wa nukuna sa no nujinji mekume jeme jake ame small NDC mekume jeme jake NDC bi ji ame if I can the way ni bi ya mami ni bi wa see the way ni mekumeke ba wie no iba habo twi iba habo minsheko no na ijoleko amenye na me wie na kan so ke banaka be afi no kotomo minfu ona memifu aka mini wona sane government ni bo sane bo oba implement policies ni ba nye wa wo mini wonya ofi na kan shiko ba mwe be bomom ofi mini ofi to press wo no hani mepie amemifu okay I'm a son and bavutu many one and bavutu and when dabi was small if it mo no small sani ko nalimpo small ba kwa here na kanjino ni afi Greater Accra region ona ka ni wiega ona ko nuga una meka mfanti na ntimfanti say ekwasu anti ekakin yesu anti and I get them so ni aswitch ni nyina yekọ brofo ni aka brofo Ghana de nyamido Ghana. God really loves Ghana because the tension in Ghana, everybody was thinking things will go wayward, things will go astray. But you know, believing in God and praying, and God always answers prayer. When you pray, God calms the heart of people. And by calming the heart of people, it also translates into peace. And that's where we get peaceful election in Ghana. We love Ghana. Regardless, whatever you do, people love Ghana. People still go on vacation in Ghana. There are people who have traveled. They still have family members in Ghana. Into Ghana. Then when you go to Western, they have 17 parliamentarian seats and NDC won 15 out of the 17. When you go to Western North, they have 9 seats, NDC won 8. When you go to East, I think when you go to Eastern, they have 33 seats. That is where NDC won only 10 out of the 33. So it has left with 23. When you go to Northeast, we have 6 parliamentarian seats. NDC won 3. Then Ashanti region, which has the most MPs, they have 47 in total, and NDC were able to win 7 seats, which means they were able to increase their tally by 3 or 4. I think previously NDC used to have like 3 or 4. Now they've increased it to 7. And when you go to Northern, with Northern, they have 18 parliamentarian seats. NDC won 12 out of the 18. So in total, NDC won 188. we have 3 independents. Kwame A Plus is among the 3 independent candidates, and NPP won 85. So when you translate it, you could see that NDC has won 2/3 of the parliamentarian seat. 2/3. So Umas Yeguda calculated 273. So Umas Yeguda calculated 276 divided by 3. Ubenya 92, and NPP had 88. Into Munya 88, and I say they are below. And so what say NDC enya 188. We know so Munya 188. 2/3 no supposed to be 184. But if truly Bibia Edano Kwemu, let's 180, and let's say they've even exceeded 2/3. And remember, say, sometimes politics is a dirty game, and that's one thing that sometimes people don't understand. You see, whatever the Chief Justice was doing, sometimes, we know the Supreme Court is the highest body, but sometimes the way a Supreme Court rule on cases, it makes people think, say, they are in bed with the government in power. And sometimes their rhetoric, how sometimes they speak, the Chief Justice, how she speaks and how she presents her statement, it makes people think, say, she's kind of oppressing people. And Supreme Court, there are so many people to the point, say, there are certain times that they need to panel like 5 people. And those people, those 5 that has been paneled, sometimes they belong to a special, they were appointed by, special political, political party. It is sometimes, so you don't see how truthful. In the US here, the Supreme Court, they have only 9 Supreme Court justices. Only 9 in the US. And when you talk about Republican side now, I think they nominated almost about 6, and the Democrats nominated almost about 3. But there are certain cases now, they all agree and vote on specific issues based on how it presents itself. There are certain cases now, even some of the Republican appointed justices, Supreme Court justices, they still come and join the Democrat and vote. Sometimes it's not easy even in the USA for you to think, say, it's like more like shifted to the left or it's more shifted to the right. And I think, say, that is the way it's supposed to be. And don't forget, say, a bina or basono fee, say, Chief Justice, Nene or he was undermining her office near the idea. Parliament can remove the Chief Justice because due to when you read the Constitution states, say, when 2/3 of the MPs vote against no confidence in the Chief Justice, the Chief Justice can be removed. The office of the Special Prosecutor, the same way, if it comes, say, they feel, say, the office of the Special Prosecutor, is not aligned or is being biased, and they feel, say, they need a new person. If parliamentarians vote and they're able to get 2/3 of the vote now, they can even remove the office of the OSP. Politics, you always have to align, you have to follow the rules and regulations, and you don't have to be biased. During the term of a year, a friend saying NPP, there was this radio presenter, was it Radio Gold or so? He was sent to jail because there was an audio, and an audio in the house, Omofi say no, or no Nipani say no. Because of the audio that came out, he went to jail. It's like witch hunts. You're hunting people, putting them in jail just for the sake of an audio. But the same way, how a concern and in a group, they are shooting, they are firing 4 years ago, it did happen. There was no accountability. Case Nikosi saying, the previous election in the year 2020, we all don't subscribe or we don't believe in violence. We believe in peaceful processes in everything way because we are all law-abiding citizens. But almost 6 or 8 people were killed and nobody was able to address that issue. But those people who were killed, they were all Ghanaians. And if not anything, like in New York, the police commissioner will come out, will come and speak about it. And the president will also come and talk about it. But in your own country, Ghana, people were killed in the previous election. There was no accountability. Nobody spoke about it. And some no, or more parents, no, they've lost their children. But George Floyd, who was killed in the US, they had a funeral in Ghana for George Floyd. Are we not being double standard? Are we not being double standard? If in your own country, if you don't think about peace in your country, if you don't support the people in the country, if you don't present policies that will translate into developmental projects, by having developmental projects, it creates jobs so that the people can also get job to do. If you don't think about them and you are thinking about George Floyd, are we not being double standard? And I think the incoming administration, they have to take a lesson from what has happened, because people voted NPP out. It's not because some of them love NDC. It's not because they support NDC. It was just because they were fed up with what was going on. No accountability. So people were just fed up. And people also chose not to even turn out to vote. They didn't want to vote because sometimes they don't see no benefit of voting. We should take a lesson out of this. Say in politics, the position that you occupy, the seat that you sit on is not permanent. Someone was sitting on that seat, they left and you came. And also wabano, so 1 to 2, if you don't put your things in order and be more diplomatic and tactical, a day will come, you will also be kicked out and someone will also come and occupy the seat. For Kwame A+ as an independent candidate to be able to win his seat against NPP and NDC, it was unbelievable. You know why? Because Kwame A+ worked so hard. Kwame A+, who don't occupy any position, he was doing developmental job in his constituency. He was fixing road in his constituency. We know, say, MP on fixing road, but it is okay for you to have a meeting, for you to have a deba with the people and present it to them, say, as an MP, I don't fix road. But whatever concerns that the constituency have, I take it up and I present it. And I fight so that we will get funds to come and work on those projects. And Kwame A+ did the same. Someone named Kwame A+, who called UTV, United Showbiz, was Mrs. Adoye, Gifty Adoye, who I got to na Okasa. And I also watched a video emotionally from Mrs. Adoye, Gifty Adoye, Empress. She was really shedding tears as how they sabotaged the husband. And people were even going against her. Say, on your lucky person. And Oko GH page, the video is there, you can watch it. She was really shedding tears because she feels Hosina Adoye has really worked so hard, sacrificed so much for the party, for the people that they didn't even do anything, for them to come and occupy position and rather kick him out because or throw the support. That was Alan Tramatin Echi. Because of that, no, he was kicked out of the party. It was very painful to the point where he even got arrested. You committed to something, you sacrificed to something, and then at the end of the day, they sabotage or stab you in the back. What about Koku Ayido? Sisi Asembe Nobeka. Koku Ayido left NDC, joined NPP, and all what he can do is to throw jabs, is to disrespect, is to accuse the NDC. Now the NDC back to power. Oni Alote Jacobs. Senego Kokusiye. Kukubaku Jr., you made mention. I mean, you are an astute politician, and I salute you for that. By your recent comments about you not voting for NDC. And I think people did reply to you, say that you have just a single vote, and that single vote will not translate into anything. Though it's single vote that you put together and you can get that figure. But you coming out to condemn it, well, so there's a story. Your father was with Kwame Nkrumah, was a trusted person, high-learned person, with integrity, dignity and integrity, was Kukubaku's father. And when Kukubaku, you came, you know, say, the NPP came from the National Movement for Change, NMC. That's a breakaway party from CPP. And through that, they formed the NPP. You do not see nothing wrong with it. How they sabotaged Kwame Nkrumah. But Kwame Nkrumah did so many things. Oh, Kumasi. Akosombo Dam is there. Up to today, we are still enjoying Akosombo Dam. The Tamamoto Way is there. There are various schools. And only put days back, or back in the days, at that time, people were not highly, enlightened. They did it. But look at it. But we are also praying, say, the NDC winning power doesn't mean, say, BBI is okay. You have to find a way to fix it. The promises that you give to Ghanaians, if you don't execute those promises, trust me, we will still come to life and talk about it. You promised 24-hour economy. How do you implement it? There's a need for you to implement it. People demonstrated because of Galamsey, the water bodies are SNO. I think the piece of advice to the NDC say, once you come, all mining should cease. And I repeat, once NDC take power, all mining should cease. Now, say mining is easy, then I think we can all agree. Say mining is easy, then re-evaluate. She say, what is the proper way to do mining? And if someone is doing mining, the chemicals that they are using, what compensation are they paying to the community? And this is logical thinking. Say, if you're not critical thinker, you're not logical thinker, you never understand what I'm saying. But what I'm trying to say is, say, Obibeya mining, they use chemicals, they do blasting. Because of that, there must be a compensation for the people, because they inhale those chemicals, and sickness. And what is the proper way of issuing certificate? Don't give those certificates to politicians for them to come and amass wealth for themselves. Say they want to me, no, I try TV so, no, the gold bars, no, the better, It's not good for the country. It's not good for the people. Why do you have to come and display gold at the Achenko for to tell people, say, you are doing, like Galam say, you are doing mining? Even reserve forest. When you talk about reserve forest, BBC was Obian Fan and Sanka, in case of that should be BBC, you can fall on that for different projects. I have been to Ihum Forest before. The Achimota Forest is there. You go to a point that they were even selling Achimota Forest to themselves, which is not cool. Something that is reserved or is preserved, no. So when you come to New York here, to tell the truth, who say, yeah, park you go to Central Park, you go to places that or more that place is still there. It's untouchable. Nobody touches it. When you go to Central Park, how many years? And I'll tell you about Central Park. But anytime you go to Central Park is still the same. And you know, a word to a wise is enough. Reverend Obofo or can send me ko GH page and go and read near Reverend Obofo eka no. I think say na sama oka no e sama na emu edu ankasa Reverend Obofo. And then that's so Sami Jemfi echo Reverend Owusu Bempa echo koye de okoda amase isanti me say yentie bibi kakra a Sami Jemfi emro call Reverend Owusu Bempa no asemben ena okokekan na enyina yenti bi aha.
Praise the Lord. The great prophet, Onyankopon Edina Chagana, Papa, Apostle Owusu Bempa. Sebi, Nyonyame ayama NDC ne Ghana. Nyonyame ayama ya Papa John Dramani Mahama no. Onam ne nkoa ne mfuna na dimfo na sofo pi sompai bo wona futuo wono konhye ena odi ayama ye no. Nemom me de yanto abodi adwuma ye nyina me obi a medi mu akotini ye no honamani ene de ye ne sunsumu na metimi aka se ye ko nyame adifo nyame asofo a omode omo ho bo afore na omutfa ekun yi se omoko na omu yi omakuma mudi akoma pata ye tia ye papa great prophet Owusu Bempa oye kokromo ayansa na homo minya akwanya Asia ye papa enyenne bi bedwen se na se na Asia ye papa sase ko ye papa na se ko je mpaibo akwankyere ne afutuo no papa betumi aga se bia ebra emfie bienu kra ye sate ya che na ade ameka akere mo ne se onyame asafu yi onyame wo hia mo ba because onyame wo na somfo bebre but the ordinary master for you know odamufua adenti ameka sani ehia onyame asofo bebre o maboa yen apompa ya mayen but ya papai ade ba kwa wono ho a me fi se wo tan no cry wo se wo ka ipa bebre nim but ade ba ko a e wono ho me nka nche no ba me ka ne ha a me dwen wa me ntia se ne se onyame ama no ahobrase a ebro adwen ne ntia se because o hwe be bi onyame pagya no wo honhom mu ene adoma chede e wono so Ni nyuma wonyamede na ye. Na hwe wona mumpo obra wa bone de owo. Na ye yon grandkids we yukra no. Papa e kasa wo ho a. Ahobrase a wono be kasa. Ofro so ukone ho. A lot of people don't know that side of him. And sad dear no idea me attach makoma pa. And it's not missing with your make with Shiramo. Nana who Brazil was idea about Kosua, Mausu say, Adia okay, Pia. Minim Obi experience, but media. Menen the sign, dear. Adia Pia waka cheme and now waka afa. The minimum be I no creature. Onka, what do you say? Onka faba akokura say the day enka. Praise the Lord. Na adia make a chat to one. Somebody them say make a yinne, but they make a chat to one say. So was so ya dia. Or the nakoma ni ni pedie ni na na. So say onya nya dia obey. Because anajo anopa ewia ofre papa osabeka no. When san cannot call be return no call. Now ofre no say de enye uhumu unamu. Mr. Mu nyina mo me enka me ho. Me enka che papa so nya me hwa. Endi papa we dia ahobrasiemu me ba unannounced. NDC amanyoku nyina ye besa aso ababie. We dia mia me sabi je fi wo ba prekope mia na baba. Say afena nkudibie no e ba ye ni 30 minutes 1 hour kra. Enti ye ba na ya bede onyame ase. Na ya da wo so wase. Na prince mu no o ma ye kwan a amanyoku ni nyina ye beba. Is that sorry no mo beji o munyi o ye nyina ya ba. Eti ye nyina ye beba na ye ba ba ko peso ye beba aba. Na ye nyina ye
NP, the national officer for NPP, NDC, sorry. That was a mechanic NPP, no, O straight. Mechanic NPP, O straight, man straight. Or say, Obesan, Ako, na Omo, Aqua, da, I say. But politicians, only in an animal. Sometimes, you know, some way be oh, TV can straight. Why? Aha, may I call yet another video, so then also no. Yes. Ghana profit of movie, no. I saw for a palm more no. Apia Stadium. Apia Stadium.
Jesus Christ.
Yes.
Kusibuatin so Eshen come.
Jesus Christ.
And Prophet Azuka also Eshen come says one we need election or mention sorry dying.
God bless you.
Politics, yes, I was through. You just have to laugh. Oh, you don't have to be too serious about politics. Oh, you know, politicians, they're all friends. They all laugh. Yeah, they do. Life is too short. Yeah, Pia Stadium, like I said, no, Mama back. We credit no a call the TV stations no. We are just showing it be also the one year a call so around say politics, don't take politics serious. Oh, politics is not serious. Politics is a business. Politics is investing in a business and either winning or losing. Because when you invest in a business, at the end of the day, I say when your returns into you take your capital out of money, whatever you sold, you take the capital out, and that capital, once you take it out, then the remaining will be profit or loss. That's how politics is. So you don't have to take politics so serious. Or more lose seat in they'll come back in the next 4 years, they'll win the seat again. Their families, or more lose seat in some of them will get contract from the new administration. It's trade. That's a whole contact politics. Well, no. Listen, life is too short. Life is too short. Just think about sending one casa which may make it progress. Oh wow, bravo. And once again, this is Legit Showbiz. I'm your host, MCO Soldier, the Commander-in-Chief of the microphone, the unbeatable, the impeccable MCO Soldier. With power and swag, I got you. We're just keeping it for real. Remember to subscribe. Remember to share. Remember to comment. We are Politics is sharing policies, and sharing policies is about development. And once you create development and you have a good infrastructure, you open businesses, the new generation or the youth will get job to do. The breakdown, Ghana, or more registered to vote, 52% were women. Ladies and women, 52%, 48% were men. And when you put everything together, so the youth translate to 55%. But the question that maybe say Minjama want to say, you can say youth, why me youth? Age bang any from only youth. Because Captain Smart is so a youth. Arambe Moshe is so a youth. Chata say or a youth. Ebi a grandpa work as a grandpa also a youth. Into youth, you can say youth. It start from what age? You could see age bang and a youth. My crowd, a will bring the total, voter, and as a total we are EC Edinburgh. As of today, the EC came to give a press conference and they've never told us a damn well. They say they are putting, everything together and they will announce it within 72 hours based on the constitutional instrument, the CI. Into Makramo. Subscribe, share, and share because it's fun, it's entertaining, and comment. Thank you for watching.